Hi guys, it's Brittany. Welcome back to the Tarot Garden, and today we are continuing our series on the Fool's Journey. We are on card number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. And as always, I have my little notes and I'm just going to dive right in. So it says, the Fool emerges out of hiding and into the sunlight, as if being pulled by a wheel. It is time for a change. Staff in hand, expecting nothing from the world. Then good things start to happen for him. All luck this day is his. So, this card has, I feel like that's really like oversimplifying it. Yes, I do think that this card has, like a luck element to it and a, like good luck, good fortune, all of that. But, when I think of a Wheel of Fortune, I also kind of think of like chances. Because when you spin a Wheel of Fortune, it's like, could land on something good, it could land on something negative. So, that being said, this card has a ton of symbolism, and I just want to discuss a little bit of that today. Not all the cards have so much symbolism tied to them, but this one, as you can see, we have a little red Anubis down at the bottom there. We also have a little snake right in the middle. There's a sphinx kind of sitting at the top of the wheel, and in all four of the corners, we have the symbol for each sign of the fixed zodiac symbol of the, in each corner, we have the symbol for the fixed zodiac signs. So in one corner, we have Aquarius, it's represented as an angel. In the other corner, we have Scorpio, which is represented by the eagle. And then down at the bottom, we have Leo, the lion, in one corner. And at the other one, we have Taurus, the bull. So, and as you can see, they were all holding their little books. And what the books represent to me is Akashic records. And if you're like, what the heck are Akashic records? Well, Akashic records are records of each one of our souls' paths, gifts, abilities, lessons we're supposed to learn in this life. Basically like the blueprint for each soul's life and their trajectory here on Earth. So, obviously, the Akashic knowledge is known within the deep recesses of our subconscious mind, but not fully actualized in our conscious minds, and that is, it's the point of the Fool's Journey, is to actualize his internal subconscious knowledge into the light, into the consciousness. So, I could literally talk for hours, like, just about that, but coming back to the Wheel of Fortune, the little Anubis down at the bottom there, so that is actually, I think Anubis is the god of the underworld, in ancient Egypt, but it's actually supposed to be representing, Hermes, the, messenger of the gods. That's another thing that I think is really interesting, that sticks out about this card, and it's something that I just find so fascinating about the tarot in general, is that there's really quite a mix of Egyptian, but then also like Greek and Roman, and then you also see some like Catholic symbols in there, so it's just really interesting to me. It's almost like they're trying to say it in as many ways as they can to like address as many types of people, and like, because each symbol to a different culture can mean something else. So I just think it's really interesting that they try to incorporate many cultures and many symbols into each individual message. I think it's probably one of my favorite things about tarot. So anyways, that's another thing I could go off about, but coming back to the Wheel of Fortune. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. This is a fun card, so I'm enjoying unpacking all of this for you. But as I was saying, the little red Anubis, he's supposed to be the messenger of the gods. So obviously, he's kind of supposed to be, so he's supposed to be like the messenger, and then the snake down there is right next to him, and the snake is supposed to represent manifestation. So those two things obviously kind of go together. We get a flash of inspiration in our minds, and then, so that's kind of like the messenger, and then that's when we want to take an action. So that's like the snake, that's manifesting our desires, our dreams, our intuitions, bringing that into manifestation. So all of that stuff being said, this card has a lot to do with karmic cycles in our lives. So once you begin to start a new cycle, or once you decide to take actions to manifest a new project, a new goal, the wheel begins to turn, momentum starts to build. And that's what this card is all about. It's how every action has a reaction. So, you know, all of that being said, I hope I'm not making this like too incredibly complicated, but this card has a lot to do with, you know, just karmic cycles in our own life, and how at different points in our life, different things will be important. And, then at other times, like, they won't be so much. But, you know, this card has a lot to do with self-discovery and, you know, moving forward and growing. Just how in the beginning I was saying, you know, the Fool was kind of in hiding, and then with this newfound confidence, this newfound inspiration, he feels ready to go back out into the world and start to make things happen, and then things start to work out for him. So, at different cycles in our life, you know, there may be a time to go within, withdraw, take it easy, just kind of accumulate all of the knowledge and all of the lessons that you've learned so far. And then after you do that, it's time to get back out there and start manifesting things, and, you know, achieving all of the ideas that you have and acting on those inspirations and those impulses. And that's when all the little magical nuggets and opportunities start to pop up. So, you know, I feel like maybe for myself personally, I'm kind of going through my own Wheel of Fortune time right now, and dealing with like not, that makes it sound kind of negative when I say dealing with repercussions, but just observing how once you start a project or start to move in a certain direction, other things happen because of that. And so life is all about, is just going through the journey and kind of figuring it out one step at a time. So let me just see if I have anything else. Oh, so the little Sphinx, I did mention him just right up at the top there. So what the Sphinx is supposed to represent is divine right. And I just wanted to mention that each and every person is a divine soul and has a divine mission, and all of our souls are just as important and just as impactful, as we're all the same on a soul level, and everybody's mission in this life is just as important, and it's just as important for every single person to become a self-actualized, happy person living out their soul's Akashic records. And if everybody can do that, then the world would literally be a utopia. So that's the goal we're going for, right, guys? Just kidding. That was really deep, but you know, that is kind of what this card is all about, and that's really what the tarot is all about. So I'm gonna cut it off here, guys, before I, you know, start to get too emotional over the Wheel of Fortune here. But I appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me comments if you have any questions, or something jogged your mind, or if you view something differently. I would love to hear about it. Also, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Have a good day, guys.